You like Trump? Good girl. You like Biden? Come on, man. We cheated. Good evening. It's the end of the year sale. And I have some stuff here that I'd like to get rid of to ring in the new year. Y'all throw me a decent off on it, not no bullshit. This is a little 4-tube amplifier. Ray Phelps built it. Elkin, North Carolina. Ray's Electronics, I think that's what the name of it is. But he built this years and years and years ago. But it's been rebuilt a few years back. I don't know exactly when. I got a video on it. I'm not going to take the plastic off of it. It works. It works good. It does about 300 to 350 watts. This was bought to be a driver for a 3CX800 that I had, a Dentron Clipper, I think that's what it was at the time. And then I got rid of the Dentron Clipper. This stayed on the shelf. I wanted it fixed. I wanted it refreshing back up before anything happened to Ray a few years back. Didn't know. Ray's up in age. Got to be 90 years old. But new transformer in this, new tubes, new rectifier board, new voltage regulator board. Pretty much everything in it's new besides the case and the sockets. And maybe that and switches, but everything in it's new. Runs good. Like I said, does about 300, 350 watts. All depends on what radio you put into it. Make me a reasonable offer. I'd like to have 300, but I do know that these it's sweet tube. The little tubes only cost about $7 for this little amplifier, and it's 4 of them. It's not a whole lot of money to retube it, but it's got new tubes in it. Everything in it's pretty much new. I don't want to take the plastic off of it, but you dead set on buying it. It'd make a good driver for certain amps. Made a really great one for the little 3CX800. I didn't get quite the key down time that I could have got out of the steel tube out of this. So if I had this on and had the steel tube box on, I was limited to the key down time because of this. Now, this has a fan in it, but it throws out a lot of audio. And this is the reason I went with this over a transistor, because of the audio or the way we used to think about things. But this paired with that amplifier made really good comebacks, communications, and everything. It done great. But it is a bass box. It has its own transformer. You plug it in, let it warm up through its warm-up cycle. I'd say a minute, minute and a half, something like that. If it's cold in your building, of course, longer than that. But I'm saying in normal conditions of a house that's 70 degrees or so, about a minute, minute and a half. You're out in a cold building, of course, it's going to be more. But this is going to be my end of the year sale that my bills come up and I need to get rid of things. Alright, that is negotiable. The little amp I just rebuilt, I have 2 of these. The other one is not done yet. I have a lot to do around here. I have normally don't take on but 2 or 3 projects, and I've took on about 10 or 12. Plus little things like this came about, but I thank God that it did, that it might help me get through this year again. But I mean, God will see us through it. I'd like to have 300 plus shipping, but make me a reasonable offer. It works good. The video of it is out there, back behind it. That. Overview. Had to let my dog in. This amplifier here is not finished yet, but it can be finished very quickly. I was waiting on this, and I finally got it. A good cord for it. I call them drop cord, extension cord. Was 110 with the iron core transformer in it. It's going to cost a decent amount to ship because it's heavy. I don't know exactly what it weighs, but I'd say around 35 pounds maybe. But it's got a transformer in it. I've been through it completely. I added this, I think. I think I added that. Cleaned up the wires, put stuff over it. This switch is new. Cap, wire, rectifier. That's a 100 amp rectifier. I'm showing I have 150. It has a heat sink on it under here. These are Toshibas. They're two different lots though. These two are one eyes, and these other ones are a little hard to read because of the cleaning stuff that I clean them with. Took off the lettering on those transistors, but they are Toshibas. This can be class B. If you want it, just let me know. I've been completely through this board. I've had it completely apart and put it right back together. Some parts I used back, some I didn't. It's been a little bit of changing in it. I got a tuner in it. That will be out of it. Like I said, it all depends. That's all I gotta do is add flybacks. Pretty much right now, so all I gotta do is add flybacks and put the front and back on, turn the switch on, she's ready to go. But it's the iron core transformer. I'm pretty sure it's the EPD. But yeah, it's gonna be ready to go. I want 700 for it, like it is, but it's a little negotiable on that, a little. And if I add B-Bison to it, it's going to be $775. And like I say, it's negotiable. This cord will be in a strain relief for the back, so it won't just be this grommet with that nice high dollar $18 cord to chafe it. It won't be there. It'll be nice thing there. But this is going to be for sale. And like I said, everything's negotiable, but don't be throwing out those stupid ass prices. You just can't do it. And don't be throwing out no $100 less than that stupid shit. This amplifier here works exactly the way it should. Now this is a factory built little amplifier. It has a power supply built in it. When you turn this thing on, it's off. When you turn this on, I think a light comes on here. But the power supply, when I work, all the amp won't work till you push that switch At least I think that's the way it is. At least that's like my last one. This here turns the amp on and off. So standby. Off, you can run just a power supply, and it's 35 amp. Turn that on, and you can run a radio plus this amplifier off this amplifier. You don't have to have external power supply for your radios. Makes a great little amp for that. If high, medium, and low, run it in high. It has a preamp. Preamp works on it. I've hooked this up a while back. I think I got a video of it out there. This is not my amplifier. This is a very good friend of mine, Mr. Mojo. And where's it at? It has a bag of parts with it. So if anything ever happens to it, more than likely, it will only be these parts that's wrong with it. It's got a voltage regulator, 2 trimming pots, and a new reset in the front. But you can put off and on switch on that and go up, turn it back off. It just energizes this and tells it to come on. But he's wanting $300 for that. I don't think it's a bad price. This is a full pill. I think it puts out around 400, 500 watts. I think it works pretty good. Last time I hooked it up. This one can be hooked up right now if I need to. Well, maybe the light and the switch don't work, but it's on. You can feel the fan come on. This is actually in it backwards. It's blowing the air this way instead of back that way, but it don't really matter. It's got a heat sink on this side, heat sink on this side. This side is power supply on this side. This is iron core transformer, and this is amplifier on this side. Yeah, that's what it is. Power supply here, amp here. Let's see. Oh, audio. This one is reflect going back towards the radio. This one is peak going out, 1000 watt slug. It is in the peak position. Turn the amp on. It is in high. Oh, hello, hello. So 400 solid watts. Medium, hello. Still about 400. Low, hello, hello. About 300 on low with just a little bit of reflect coming back towards the radio, but it ain't enough to hurt anything. Preamp. Preamp is working. It's mighty quiet out there tonight. I have turned the A and L off just to hear some static. But yep. And this one is not negotiable because it's not mine. This is not mine. $300 what you want for it, but you're getting two things in one. You get a power supply and you get an amplifier. You get the 400 watts. It's pretty neat little setup. Pretty neat. You get what you get. Alright, I would like to sell a few things. So if y'all want something, let me know. Like I said, I have two of these. The 4-pill bass amplifier. This, which has extra parts, which brand new. They've never been used, never installed in one, and they're kind of hard to get. This comes with this, and yeah, I'd like to see if I can get rid of something. So hit me back with a price or two, and the light is on that thing. The light's on, but it's dim. Off, see it don't light up. On. It's got a light in there, it's just dim. See the fan moving that around. It's blowing decent air. Turn it off. The cap's I gotta bleed down. It's got a good cap in there. Alright, the cap is bled down. Amp on. Didn't have to hit the reset. But see it picked the paper up. And it's bleeding down. Takes it a little bit. You put more bleeders in there, but that kind of puts a little strain on the power supply. So we don't do it. Alright, back on. Magic. Yep. So y'all let me know. This needs to go, and all this other stuff needs to go. So hit me up. Y'all getting a really good deal in this. If you buy it, I went through every piece of it. I put at least a day's worth of work in this thing. I really shouldn't have had, but I don't see something this nice going to the junkyard. I could just throw half of this stuff away, I guess, and I don't think it would really bother anybody, but it does me. But bring it back to life. Let somebody have something to get out. Just make you a nice little amp. Nice little foot warmer. If you run in your car, try to run it upside down and instead of laying on carpet, or even if it's running at base, let the heat sink set up. But this one's nice because all the heat sink's out, blowing air up through the middle of it. It's cooling the power supply and the board decently well. Pretty nice little setup. So, y'all have a good day. We're going to get out of here. It's pretty late. We got to go pick up little Hannah Lou because she has no car because the motor fed is right here. The pistons are in. The oil pan is on, but I got to put the front on. Chair. Well, they don't really need that the way it's sitting. Pistons in, and yep, we'll be going back with the head on it. Got to put the timing chain set in it, and I got to go out to the other shop, get some parts for it, and we'll be getting this together too. I've been working on this, that, and the other. So, alright then, y'all have a good day. Get up for my sale. Alright, later.